We are live. This is the market update, the Made in America crypto market update. I am your host, Bill Noble. You know, we might keep this conversational, or we might do a little ranting, or we might do some live TA, or all three. All three. Do you think Mr. Market is figuring out that Donald Trump is going to be wearing an orange tuxedo at the crypto ball? Just kidding. But we're all selling. We're all bond market experts on crypto Twitter. They got their MBAs out of a Cracker Jack box and became bond market experts. Oh my God. The macro is scaring me. The macro is scary. Yeah. So they could just take everything from you. So they could short it. They could convince you to short it. And then they just take it straight up, right? They hoover up what there was left to hoover up. And then as soon as you see the orange man and his lovely wife, the first lady, with their arms around all the crypto bros, and everybody's making an announcement that they got to buy Bitcoin, from corporations to states to anybody who wants to be on the right side of the orange man. And to think, it's like, crypto, sell the rumor, sell the fact, sell. Gensler carries a box out of the SEC in disgrace with the head of Ripple with his arm around the president at the Crypto Bro inauguration ball, with XRP taking out BlackRock on the market cap chart. And 2 days ago, we were selling like it was going to zero. Go back 1, 2, 3, 4, 6 years ago and tell somebody who's into XRP the story I just told you. Gensler with a box, people jumping out of a giant orange cake at the crypto ball with the president. Where should XRP be trading? They would tell you $10. I agree. Yet everyone's selling. Everyone just can't wait to sell the fact. Sell the fact. Oh my God. It's like all these declines that we've had this year, nobody can remember what they're about. They just chase you out because you think it should go straight up, and it will. The problem is that a lot of times when it goes straight up, they got to get everybody out, including me, including you. I'm not going to lie. Arrow at what was it, 89 cents? Yeah, I was upset. I was like, what is this? What is this? The low. the low. The mother of all lows. I mean, one of these lows is going to be the mother of all lows. I mean, is anybody going to go to the crypto ball and get a picture taken and then not make an announcement about crypto? Like these Web 2 characters, right? And by the way, 4 bond market experts, right? So you've heard from me that, I think the resolution to current problems regarding debt is a move down in the dollar and a move up in crypto. Crypto, gold, commodities, those things mooning are the only solution to the debt problem. Okay. Now, if that doesn't resonate with you, okay. So hedge funds all think interest rates should go up because government debt's too high and government bonds should go down, which makes interest rates go up. Okay. Elon Musk, who is really not my favorite character at all lately. Rumor has it he's going to have an office at the White House. Now you're asking yourself, other than securing funding for Mars one day, why is he going to have an office at the White House? Because he's going to run the Department of Government Efficiency, and he's going to redeem himself with Trump's base by cutting costs in government in a stunning way and scaring all of these short sellers in the bond market right out of the water. He's going to single-handedly do what Jerome Powell couldn't do, and he's going to wind up lowering rates with Doge. Now, I've been thinking about this because I'm unhappy with him. I mean, he's been very harsh with some people who criticized him on Twitter, okay? And he knows it. So he's got to get his heroic status back. And what better way to get his heroic status back than to crush the hedge funds who are all, Ray Dalio's talking about what happens when governments go broke. I mean, well, it's easy. You get Elon Musk in the White House, cutting government spending, easing pressure in the bond market, allowing crypto to just fly. And this is all happening right before our eyes, and we're not paying attention. I mean, you're paying attention because I won't shut up about it. I won't shut up about it. I just will not stop because you know what? I want to think like an 18-year-old. I don't want to think like some grumpy old Wall Street bond market guy. I could easily do that. I could easily go to those cocktail parties and be like, oh, yeah, we're going to spoil the Trump thing. We're going to be the bond vigilantes. Okay, guys. You know what you're going to run into? You're going to want to run into the Bitcoin bros. That's what you're going to run into, right? It's like, you're going to have like monster truck tire marks on your face, if I'm right about this. Let's welcome who's here. Banks 911, Sean, Jav, Miklo, Thomas, Stefan. What's going on? Happy New Year from Houston. Dara, Rhinoc, what's going on? Cryptonautic, Tyson, Warmon, Gion, Desiree. Can we look at AI XBT? Oh my God, DeFi and AI. We can look at it. Don't let me forget, but we don't have to. Because if it's DeFi and AI, and it's not gone parabolic lately, if it's just like consolidating, yeah, we could just get on top of all of that, right? All of that. Shelly, Daniel, Habati, welcome. Gerver, good evening. Andy, Riyadh, CB, Victor, Kirkville, Cat Entertainment, Matt Edwards from Down Under. Welcome to the show, people. LFG, NFA. So 31% of all government revenue was consumed by interest payments on the debt. So the debt's a problem. We know that. The question is, how does it get solved? Are sovereigns acting in your interest? I don't know. Well, I don't know what's going on in South Korea, but it's not in the interest of the South Koreans. I can tell you that much. Don't know what this guy's doing. Don't know who's behind him. Don't know what comes after him. It's not in the interest of the South Korean people. It's not. No. The Orange Man. Instead of attacking the industries of the future, we will embrace them, including making America the world capital for crypto and Bitcoin. And that's the market update. We'll see you tomorrow. People want to sell the fact, sell the rumor. They just want to sell. They don't want to believe this is happening. It is happening. It's unbelievable. It's like a giant orange gorilla walked into your living room and sat down on the couch and said, let's order some pizza and watch a movie. And you're like walking through your house like the giant orange gorilla is not there. You're like, oh, no, it's not there. Nope, there isn't a gorilla on my couch eating pizza. Nope. I'm just going to walk around through my life. Oh, look, gee, let's get short. Hey, the orange gorilla, what do you think about Bitcoin? He's like, dude, I'm orange. You know what I'm saying? It's like we are literally ignoring the obvious. Like when people start trading this, you won't be able to buy it. You'll go to sleep and you'll wake up and everything will be 30% higher. And who knows? They may do it tonight because after all, we got to watch out for the CPI number. You know what I thought of? I was like, you know what? I was like, inflation was worse over the holidays. It actually was. But then I said to myself, wait a minute. If they've been making up the numbers for 4 years, are they going to make up one last number? One last number, right? Are these characters going to go out with inflation out of control? Or are they just going to somehow make the number at expectations somehow? That's what I thought of. I was like, inflation was so bad, they had to make the number good on the way out, which is why crypto may just be taking off right now. Like, we don't care about the number. I was like, oh, we have to wait for the number. How many numbers have we waited for? How many geopolitical conflicts have we waited for? We have to wait. We have to wait. We have to wait. The bond market, macro. No, actually, we don't. We don't have to do anything, right? It's like, I realize that this is somewhat cringe and maybe off color, but, give me Melania Trump. I don't know, like an orange dress, an orange accessory, orange shoes. Give me orange something. Make the first lady a hero. Seriously, make orange shoes great again. Boom. Right? That's all it's going to take. It's going to take something small because obviously we're ignoring everything big. Seriously. Washington, D.C., lockdown for God knows what, right? It'd be great if we could do something in the interest of the people so we don't have to have this anymore. We don't, I understand why this is there, but let's do what's in your interest. And what's unbelievable is I don't know if he's going to always do what's in your interest. But I do know as an American, we shouldn't have to have this for a change of power. We shouldn't. Interest on the debt was $140 billion last month. Okay. Right. We got no money for water in California, but this is what we're doing. The currency doesn't work. You know what happened? You know what you get when the currency doesn't work? This. Right? It has to be like that in order to change power. The currency has to work for the society to work. And they understand that. And they have to grow an industry, period, to get themselves out of the debt. So they have the Internal Revenue Service and they're going to have the External Revenue Service. You can tell the Soros guy is in because he's talking about them rolling out tariffs gradually. So this is genius. You get Elon in the Oval Office doing Doge. You roll out the tariffs slowly and you put out another slogan or another meme, the External Revenue Service, without freaking out the legacy characters. Wow. Genius. Love it. Bitcoin is worth all the money in the world. This guy, Michael Saylor, everyone is like ignoring him. Like the guys just keep saying, I'm buying. And everyone's like, yeah, okay. Another Michael Saylor, I'm buying headline. I'm going to get short. Let's sell. Let's, I don't know. Let's puke it at 89K. Let's have $500 million worth of levered liquidations. The guy's buying spot, or he's getting levered by borrowing against another asset. Like he's telling you how to do it and everyone's ignoring him. Okay. So, MSNBC melting down because Elon is going to have office space in the White House complex. Okay. So, I don't like this guy as much as I did. I don't. I honestly, I don't. And you know what? In my mind, he's got to redeem himself because I know that I'm sure there's a large component of, people with a certain ideological bend who are kind of looking at him like, hey, man, you said some things like, you were mean to some conservative commentators that, supported the Orange Man for a long time. What are you going to do to make up for it? Well, that's easy, right? He's going to rescue the bond market. And it's not priced in. So everything that everyone was worried about, if this guy has to work nights, Sundays, and holidays, he's not going to Mars if the bond market melts down. Let that sink in. Like him, don't like him. What does he care about? going to Mars. He's been pretty transparent about that. He's like, I want to be able to hire who I want to hire, parentheses, so I can go to Mars. And if he doesn't save the government bond market, he's not going. That's it. That's all you have to tell this guy. Now, for the moment, you can forgive whatever he said. Because if the macro thing turns because he does what people say he can't do, which is actually start cutting government spending, you're going to have a turn in interest rates and you're going to have a turn higher in crypto. The market's going to go up. You won't want to sleep because that's what they'll do. They'll wait for all the Americans to go to sleep and then the Australians and the Asians and the people, and they'll just market by the London Open. And they'll do it when you're sleeping. I think this covers it. You know what I'm saying? Like, this covers it. You know what I'm saying? It's just, we're just getting started with the party and everyone is bearish. Everyone was bearish 2 days ago. It was so hard to be bullish. I'm like, oh my God, what am I going to say? So, Gary, Bitcoin is a highly speculative asset, but 7 billion people want to trade it. Just like we had gold for 10,000 years, we have Bitcoin. I don't know. You know what? They can just all go away. They've been voted out of office in a landslide. The last time America did something like this, it was Reagan. It took them a while to fix the inflation problem. Their growth industries were not as explosive as crypto and AI. And they got to create jobs right now because there is going to be disruptions in the job market because of AI. So the orange man is going to be like, how can we get as big as possible? In other words, no one who's been in crypto could imagine a world where Gensler was gone and was replaced by this guy who just wanted to build everything huge. It's like literally, it's not being processed because anyone who's been in crypto doesn't get it. It's too positive. It's too bullish. It's too bullish. And they can't reconcile the fact that huge, epic bull markets will shake you out before they go. Because that's not what they want. They want to buy and have everything go up magically. And that's just not how it works. The more epic it is, the harder it is to stay in it, which is why I'm showing Gensler as I'm telling you this. This is all going away and never coming back, by the way. Never coming back, ever. That's what the orange man is going to do. JP Morgan predicts new proposed XRP and SOL ETFs may attract $14 billion worth of inflows. Did you know that there's AI coins in DeFi? I mean, I knew some about it, but Quant, AI, XBT, Crow, Grifane, Anon, Mode. I just got them off the Kaizen podcast. What do we need JP Morgan for? What we don't, right? JP Morgan just told you that the second the orange man comes in office, they're going to have the XRP and the Solana ETFs out as soon as humanly possible. That's what you just got told. You just got told. And most likely, whatever Jamie said, not only could he have a problem with his loan book, which he could, or he was just trying to bear post the market so they can come in and get everything that they can get. They're like, oh my God, we may want to be involved with these ETFs and we don't own any of this stuff. We got to start market buying it right now. I better come out and say something stupid. No one likes me anyway. Everyone sells. They could have been down there. They could have been down there because they're out with this post and they are doing the XRP ETF. I mean, Solana as money makes sense, but XRP makes more sense as the next ETF. It just does. Huge market cap. It's bigger than BlackRock as of today. American made, persecuted, perfect. Relationships with banks. It's like, in a way, it's like a payment system and pure money, pure fast money backed up by a corporation with a 5-year business development track record of whatever kind. They have relationships. It's not some project that they have to stand up with VC funding that, figures themselves out for 2 years before they do anything. No, these guys have been there. They've done that. They're all ready to go. Ripple CEO slams Gary on the way out. Can you blame him? This went on for years. And everyone in crypto is acting like it's only going to be 5 months. They got slammed for 5 years. It's going to go up for 5 years. And everybody was bearish 3 days ago. Like, I hope they play some of these streams back. I hope, like, if I ever make it to the Crypto Hall of Fame, I hope they're playing some of these market updates, like when they were selling it before it took off, before the inauguration. I hope they're playing some of this stuff. Budget deficit 40% higher than it was a year ago. If we say that the current people in power were trying to destroy the country, that could resonate. It could be true. So doesn't the orange man have to go at it all the harder? Doesn't the mandate to turn it around actually get bigger? Franklin Templeton introduces normies to the intersection of AI agents and crypto. And everyone in crypto is saying AI agents are a bubble. I don't know. What's better than one AI agent? I don't know. How about 50 AI agents working together to create some crypto super brain, or a real person that, I don't know, live streams all day and markets Bud Light and looks exactly like a real person? You don't think that can happen? It's like, you know what you need to do? I mean, you can read this research report from Franklin Templeton. I would. Or you can get a VCR and go back and watch 80s science fiction movies like RoboCop. Something along the lines of, a corporation does something to the justice system to let crime run rampant so they can privatize the public police force and sell the police force their robots. Does any of that sound somewhat familiar? Crime in major cities? I don't know. Science fiction may actually be as good as research. How to prosper in cryptocurrency in 60 seconds. Watch 80s movies, okay? Read the Bitcoin Standard, The Art of the Deal, and invest like an 18-year-old. Oh, look, it's going up. Let's go. Like you were 18 years old. Not the bond market textbook. Bond market textbook is not going to help you with this. You got to be curious like an 18-year-old. Like, wow, who's this guy in the orange tie who's like, yeah, I want this. Let's go. I mean, you realize, let me just take this off. You realize that when the U.S. Olympic hockey team beat the Russians in the greatest upset in the history of sports, and Ronald Reagan was inaugurated, and the hostages in the Middle East who had been held for 444 days were released, all in a compressed time frame, okay, that me and my little brother were outside, right, with flags chanting USA in the street, like waving the flag at cars, jumping up and down in the street, in like a residential street, chanting USA. That's the last time I saw anything like this, right? Because it was so out of nowhere. It was like 444 days of American ineptitude, 20% interest rates, 15% inflation, waiting in line for gas. We just lived through the exact same thing. And we're about to have the inauguration that's the equivalent of the U.S. Olympic hockey victory, except it's for Bitcoin and crypto. We're about to have our moment. Gensler is carrying a box out. He's going to go wash dishes. You know what I'm saying? It's over. They have been repudiated. We should be out in the street jumping up and down, like USA, USA. And if you don't like that, well, then you should have your Bitcoin shirt on or your XRP hat from the BitBoy days. The last time we saw anything like this, like when they actually put it on television, like when the orange man is standing there telling you, I want this to go up. You're going to have that moment, right? Or it's going to go up so much that you'll have that moment after it goes up. I would like you to imagine that moment now. All of these guys like Tony Robbins and Joe Dispenza, they want you to live in the present future, right? Like what could ever be as big as the U.S. Olympic hockey team beating the Russians in 1980? I know you have no idea what I'm talking about. So how about this? How about Solana 500? How about that? How about we don't even talk about Bitcoin? How about we just let's find an altcoin. And we can say $5 XRP, but you'd blow me off. What about Solana 500? Like soon, like in 2 months. Like what about something crazy? Do you know how much money you would have made in 1980 betting against the U.S. Olympic hockey team? They lost by 10 goals 2 weeks before they won. What's the equivalent in crypto? Easy. An entire cycle in 2 months because everyone's bearish. Everyone except BlackRock, Franklin Templeton, Michael Saylor, and everybody who runs Web 2. Other than that, ask yourself, what's the biggest thing you've ever seen? BlackRock 1 year ago, gold, it can be bigger. Bitcoin can be bigger than gold. Okay. The only way out of a debt crisis is to devalue the currency. The only difference between me and Larry is his wardrobe is, is custom, but that's okay because we have a similar thinking. She said he communicates it from the top and I communicate it to you. BlackRock says Bitcoin adoption is in its early stages, which means somebody better hurry up and build on DeFi before some AI agent does. Because you know what? Human beings are dumb, right? Some computer is going to look at Bitcoin and go, oh, we should have a yield curve on this. We should have privacy. We should have an interest rate. This should be easy. I should just connect to your Bitcoin wallet and be able to go out and invest it in, I don't know, in a Bitcoin bank created by another AI agent. Do you think that can't happen? It's like the simplest thing in the whole world. It's like, if you typed into some AI program and said, okay, I want you to take the first 2 chapters of the Bitcoin Standard and the Art of the Deal. And then I want you to tell me what my investing plan should be in digital assets for the next 2, 3, 6, and 12 months and see what it says. XRP flips BlackRock in market cap. And that's the market update. It's the XRP is the U.S. Olympic hockey team coming out of nowhere. Out of nowhere. They were donating money to the other side because they were so afraid. Now they may become an absolute household name because all Trump has to do is say it. I hear there's betting odds on Polymarket that Trump says Bitcoin at some point. The real money is to bet if there's a market that he says XRP. He says XRP, forget about it. You won't be able to buy it for a week. The exchanges will go offline. U.S. representative introduces a bill to ban Congress from trading stocks. And as soon as they get banned from trading stocks, what are they going to start trading? What are they going to start trading? They should be trading it now. I think they already know. We got congressmen buying ski mask dog. It's happened, right? You're going to find out that they all own it. The interview that convinced the president to bring on a strategic Bitcoin advisor in 2022, right? So El Salvador, they got Tether now. Bitcoin network has more hash and computing power combined than the top 500 supercomputers. Okay. People issuing shares selling legacy assets to anyone who will take them in order to buy Bitcoin. Genesis Group announces rights offering. How long do you think it's going to take Wall Street to figure out? Because they make money on these type of deals. They make fat spreads when they organize these type of, they're called preferred stock deals. When they do these things, when they find, the person who wants to raise the money goes to Wall Street. Wall Street figures out a way, to get the stock distributed, to get the money in so these people can come in and just market buy Bitcoin. And this could be last chance shopping below 100, that they could just reset it. Now, they may not reset it tomorrow, but they could reset it. And I don't know what stops XRP. I can't believe XRP is not at $3 right now. It was at $3 in 2018. What are they waiting for? What are they waiting for? I don't know. We're waiting for the macro to improve or something. I don't know. Is this right? My God, where's the market? Okay, so Bitcoin's at 96K. It's pretty chill. There's a chunky blow off bottom there. I don't know that it's changed. The daily picture that's pretty good. I mean, that's obvious. My God, look at that bottom. Like, a doji, like it closed where it opened after running every single stop. They washed out everybody who's come in since they heard about it at the holidays. Look at this. Oh my God. There's your 13 bottom. There's your blow off bottom. And then confirmation the other way. That's arrow. It's your DeMark 9 bottom in Solana. And if you get 2 more down days, you're going to have a 13 bottom to go with it. It's like literally, it's like they're bringing it all right to you. They're just bringing it all right to you. Feel like the bus is leaving in Hedera. All of this like made in America stuff. I don't know how any of that stuff's going to go down. I mean, you got a crypto ball with the guys from Web 2. You got Elon moving into the White House. You got a 13 bottom in Algorand. I mean, it's like, with these things, it's like you don't know what these layer ones do, but honestly, do you know what Sui does? Like, I'm not knocking Sui, but look at the valuation on that thing. And that's not in the Made in America group. Now they have TVL, I get it, but this stuff could all catch up. Like if XRP is flipping BlackRock and Charles Schwab, what's next? I got to say it's Ethereum. I think it's XRP flipping Solana and Ethereum. Or I'm sorry, XRP flipping Ethereum and Algorand and Hedera flipping like where XRP is right now. Like the new number is 100 billion. Like such and such cryptocurrency should be trading at $100 billion. It's going to happen. It's going to happen. Let's look at ETH. Nine bottom, right? Below support after running the stops. Everyone out, everyone bearish. It's like everyone gave up all at the same time. Like the president of the United States issued NFTs on ETH successfully twice in the middle of crypto winter. And they were selling ETH indiscriminately a week before he gets inaugurated. And Coinbase lists Toshi. So after listing all of the meme coins so that they could be dumped on retail, they finally get with the program and start putting base coins on Coinbase to help the general public get interested in base. Yet ETH just sits, no one cares. Yeah, that's because Coinbase hasn't gotten, I can't believe, Coinbase should have 2 or 3 base coins a week being listed on Coinbase. I should be like 2 or 3 a week or 1 a day. Trade on base, build a community, hop on over. but no one's interested in ETH. It's unbelievable. Now, no one's interested in ETH because Coinbase isn't giving you an incentive to. But once everybody starts going in the direction at the same time, once the orange man tells these guys, make it go up, right? Like they're saying that to him, and then he's going to turn around and say it to them. Get with it. Build something big. Don't talk to me unless it's big. Big. Okay. Can you explain a 13 bottom? Yes. So Tom DeMark was a guy way back, 80s, 90s, probably 80s, right? So when you have a 13 bottom, essentially DeMark uses a quantitative system. Each one of these numbers represents a set of conditions being present. No one understands that. What people understand is when you first start the trend, the 9 signal can be important. It's either the end of a trend or a pause in one. So like here, you had a reversal after the 9. Here, you had a pause and it continued. And when it continues, it's called the countdown phase. And that ends when you get the condition present for the 13th time. So really what this is a big, giant math problem. And Wall Street knuckle draggers just know to pay attention when they see the 9 or the 13. That's why the numbers are enlarged. So this is either a reversal or a pause. So every time you see this, it's like beware the failed rally or watch out if they buy the dip. And then after you see the 13 bottom, you should start looking for capitulation and reversal, which is exactly what you have. This system was designed. This is perhaps the most important thing. This system where, you literally, that's what it's called. You count down, right? This countdown was designed like, say a large hedge fund wanted to buy a thinly traded commodity. Well, it would use these numbers like, okay, well, we're at 8. So we'll start buying because we can't buy it all at once. So we'll buy a little bit at 8, a little bit at 10, a little bit at 11. Oh, there's the 13. Now we got to start buying heavy. Oh, look, they're hitting it. Let's buy everything. They buy everything. And then what they can't get on the way down, they just start market buying it. Right? So it's like it's a system for gigantic players like Tudor Jones or Ray Dalio or any of these huge players to conspicuously move in and out of positions, right? It's like kind of like trying to pick a bottom early because they can't get in and out in one day. That's what it was designed for. So if you know what it was designed for and you need to look at these numbers and then say, okay, well, this number, I'm either looking for a reversal or a pause. So you got the rally and it failed. And then you get the bottom signal. Then you get the blow off. That's what this pink line is for. And then boom, it's the other way. It's like if you look at Bitcoin, in this range trading environment, you don't always get it right. Like I saw this 13 top, like Michael Saylor bought up here. And I'm like, well, the market makers will probably, take this down. And I had no idea that they were going to go to 93. Like this shocked me. And I was like, oh my God, wow, that was big. And then this was crazy. They took it down and they took it down again to the point where they made a 13 bottom. It's like, oh God. Everyone bullish, everyone bearish, and this could go back and forth and we could sit here for a while. I don't know. All I know is that the U.S. Olympic hockey team of crypto is going to win the gold medal. And when it does, you want to be there for that. That's what I know. Okay, someone was asking about virtuals. Let's get that chart pulled up. I think maybe it's time to start looking at virtuals via Lux Algo. Okay, I'm still pulling up virtuals. Okay, here we go. Okay, so the first thing I notice is that you're at the Lux Algo equilibrium zone. This is like the centralized trading version on MEXC. So I think maybe we can stop panicking in virtuals. You know, if you look at the big chunk of the rally on MEXC, it did get to the 62% retracement around 220. It's amazing it even got down there. It really is. This was at $5 billion market cap. They took it to the 62% retracement. It held. I don't know. I mean, you either got to get after this or you got to get after the agents. And maybe you don't have to do it right this second. But eventually, when this whole trade wakes up, it's going to be epic. It's just a question of when it happens. Like, I don't know. Maybe it's the crypto bull, or maybe somehow, I don't know, people get disappointed and they sell it one more time on CPI. I don't know. I don't think you have to know. I just think you have to ask yourself, where is this going to be in 2 months? Where is it going to be in 2 months? Like, if you had asked that question about virtuals at the election, what did you get? Now, I'm not saying that this is going to repeat itself, but there are a lot of coins out there, right? Like, you know, there's Ski, right? There's, you know, I don't know, this project. There's all the DeFi AI projects that, you know, have been talked about. This thing has been totally smacked, right? Lush, again, you know, zero position, no position in this. Taking out the 62% retracement, just getting wiped out. AI agents wiped out. Absolutely the wrong trade. Maybe it chills out, but the thing is, you got to buy this stuff when it's down, right? Everyone wants to buy this stuff when it's up. You don't buy it when it's up. You buy it when they're killing it and they're just pushing it off the side of the road. That's when you buy it. Okay. Somebody said, what was it? AIXBT. I'm trying to figure out the symbol. Okay, I'm going to go with whatever's here on MEXC, AIXBT, trading at 62 cents. If this is the DeFi project, you know, you have the Lux Algo expanding cone and you break out of it. If there's DeFi and AI crossover, you best get after it. Matter of fact, we just get after it right now. Let's just go through the list. Let's do it now. Crow. Yeah, I don't know if I have the right symbol. Let's try Quant. Literally, this is like called Bill doing fundamental technical analysis. I don't know. Some of this DeFi AI stuff, if I'm looking at the right symbols, I mean, somebody can tell me later if I'm not. Eagle King's not here tonight. Crow by Virtuals. $20 million market cap. Interesting chart. Assuming I'm looking at the right thing. You know, are these actually DeFi-based AI agents coming out on virtual? I'm gonna have to ask my colleague. Forget about it. You know what I'm saying? Like SUI. Okay. So, this is done quite well, right? And, the question I have about SUI is pretty simple, right? It's like, okay, this trade has been done. Um, and I'm wondering if there are any other L1s that can catch up to this. That's my only question. Like, is there more money in Algorand and Hedera than there is in SUI? Or maybe SUI's going up here to $6. There's nothing, there's nothing overtly negative about this. I mean, there is some divergence here, but it's been there for a while. So I don't know. This feels like maybe a consolidation, and maybe there's going to be a crazy bid somewhere else. There's nothing wrong with that, right? Popcat. Popcat. Wow, they certainly whacked this, didn't they? Goodness gracious. See, this is what happens. You know, I had some stuff in PowerPoint about bubbles, right? And one of the things that the guy says is avoiding manias is crucial to long-term investing success. They listed this stuff on centralized exchanges and dumped it on everyone's head. Shameful. No wonder Gensler was defiant on the way out, right? They listed all of these coins and then just absolutely unloaded on retail. And now they're going to try to make it up to you by listing the base coins. So, you better take a look at the base coins. When it comes to Popcat, I don't know, man. I mean, this feels like they did like 3/4 or all of it. They brought this thing back to where it was in Jan yeah, in May of 2024. Like there may be a value investing opportunity in some of these coins. Some of the dogs, some of the cats, some of these agents, they may come back. Maybe not right this second, but clearly you have everyone just heaving these things. Like, they pushed everybody out. Like, retail was probably doing tax loss selling this year and last year, just going, oh, okay, well, you know what? Let me just dump this. How many meme coins probably look like this? I don't even know. It's got to be a huge number. Huge number, right? Huge. Graphane, Anon, and Mode. Yeah, I mean, I got to get up to speed on this like right now. Like right now. Oh my God, look at this. Is this Mode? Well, if this is Mode, you better watch out, because if you get breakouts near the apex of a triangle, you got to look out. This could just go. Like DeFi and AI. I mean, I'd be happy to do the chart for you, but I don't know if you need it. I don't know if you need it. Jamie Dimon was whining the other day. Maybe that's what he's whining about. If you have somebody finally figuring out DeFi through AI agents, I don't know. This is Sonido protocol. I got to get contract addresses in the economics chat. And I don't know, again, AI agent makers, that is not necessarily my game, but whatever this is, assuming I have the right thing, it's trading versus wrapped ETH. It did get to its 62% retracement. And even if I've got the wrong contract, anything that gets to a 62% retracement is worth looking at. Period. End of story. Right? Anon. I know I looked at this. I know I've seen this before. Oh, this is the trading thing. Right. Hey, Anon. Oh, my God. Yeah, this is the thing that helps you trade. It's just unstoppable, I think. 250 million market cap. People were buying idiotic memes at 250 million market cap. I don't think anything can stop DeFi and AI. Nothing. I don't think anybody can stop DeFi. Never mind DeFi and AI. 250 million, that's a joke. You got XRP taking out BlackRock. 250 million is like, I don't know. You floss your teeth with 250 million. Here's Ski Mask. Boy, are they making this hard on you, huh? Talk about this every night. It's like they just keep applying the pressure. You know what I'm saying? This is like bulls versus bears. They're just fighting it out. Okay. All right. I'm going to stop it right there. Now, look, headed into the inauguration, you can have volatility. You can have a lot of volatility. There's CPI, they're leaving the treasury empty. I mean, there's no limit. There's been no limit to the nonsense for 4 years. So why would there be a limit to the nonsense for 4 to 5 days? Okay. So given that, what is the only answer? The only answer for your personal sovereignty has to be crypto. From a macroeconomic point of view, from a microeconomic point of view, the president of the United States needs this industry to explode to create jobs and growth because, to be completely honest with you, outside of building data centers, right? Like you can build the biggest data center on the planet, literally on the planet. I don't know. Maybe that's 1,500 people. Like, how are you going to create jobs like by the tens of thousands? Easy. You got to build a whole version of the world on Web3 so that you can either invest in it, work in it, or both. That's it. That's it. Right? Everybody wants to know what to do. That's what to do. And even if you don't like him, because you don't have to like him. Like, I thought Elon Musk was cool, and now I don't. So you don't have to like these guys, but don't doubt them. Don't doubt them because they're serious about what they're doing, right? They're serious about it because, I think the Orange Man wants to help, right? He's patriotic, as is Musk. And crypto is the path of least resistance. Like, everyone loves crypto and Jamie Dimon doesn't, but Larry Fink does. So let's do it. It's easy. Will XRP keep going up? Yes. And that's the market update. Yeah. Nothing is going to stop XRP, in my opinion. That doesn't mean they can't flush it out, but XRP went up 400% and didn't downtick at all. At all. What does that tell you? Everyone was hysterically bearish. What was the first thing to go green? XRP. I do an XRP video on YouTube. Thousands of people in an hour. 2,000 people in an hour. For me, that's a lot. XRP. No one ever dreamed a day, except guys like BitBoy. They sold it for years. The day is here where XRP leads the market. It's a shame he doesn't have the channel with the million people on it. It would be at $4 already if he did. Anyway, XRP, Bitcoin. Think of yourself as a member of the U.S. Olympic hockey team. You're about to make the greatest upset ever. You're about to go jump up and down in the streets and chant USA, USA, USA. Whether that's your political leaning or not, crypto's big day is coming. I don't know if it's tomorrow. It's probably not on the inauguration, but it's definitely coming. We'll see you tomorrow.